Okay, next thing we're going to do is talk about the PRTK assignment. This is Lab 11. I've given you 2 weeks for this assignment. You won't need 2 weeks. But I built in an additional week into the schedule. But you might need 2 weeks. Okay?
We won't need 2 weeks, but we might need to.
Well, we're going to get there. You're going to we'll talk more about that in a minute. Okay. We're going to gain understanding how to use the password recovery toolkit. The password recovery toolkit is made by Access Data, which is the same people who made SDK. They say they will break any password in 7 days. And once we start looking at how it works, you'll understand why. So depending on how you do this project, it literally could take you 7 days. Okay? There's always somebody who runs it wrong. Okay, administrator was called and forgotten the passwords to numerous files on his flash drive. He needs to be able to access all of the files. The files will be added under the content page. They're all there. You need to get them. Okay. There's a zip file for Word, PowerPoint, Excel, all those. You will have been randomly selected to do a specific one. Doesn't mean you need to do all of them.
Wait.
Now, when it comes to the final,
Wait. No.
you won't need all of them.
But you may
You will not.
But you don't know which one you need.
Will it be assigned?
Okay, so I'll say totally separate file. I actually verified that this morning to make sure I knew. You do not need all of them.
This assignment is different from the one that we're doing on the final, so we have to do all of them to make sure we have the right one.
No, the final one is different. So if you do all of these now, the one in the final is different.
Gotcha. That makes sense.
So it'll do no good.
So we'll have 7 days to take the final. And you said it might take 7 days.
Well, you better be figuring out how to do it quickly.
Did you say 7 days?
I give you 3 hours. You got 3 hours. Okay. So you need PRTK. Please use this tool. I will tell you that I have had prior students who've gone on, and this is the tool they've used to break passwords. Because it does Office documents and zip files and stuff that John Ripper wants. So I've actually used this one. This is the tool that I think I already told you, but when our physical plant over there lost the password to a darn Excel file that they needed, they sent it to me, and I dumped it in the program, and I thought the program quit, but the password was caught. And it was just broke it so quick. And they just, oh, yep, it's card. Like, oh, darn, couldn't remember that.
Card.
It was literally the cars file. Cars, you know, .excel, and it was the password was card. That's about it. Okay, the files to be encrypted are Microsoft Word, Excel, PowerPoint, zip. In other words, there's a zip file full of zip files. Understand? You got to break a zip file password. Microsoft Access. Now, this will be extremely slow, and so will OneNote.
Are we assigned the Excel and OneNote?
I don't want to.
Yes, you're each getting one of each.
So, one of each.
One of each.
I say if you're only going to assign Excel,
No, you get one of
the
each.
other ones.
Now, I will tell you, Word or zip, it'll probably make 200 passwords per second. Okay? Word and Excel, probably get a good amount, 50, 60,000. Access in OneNote, you'll probably get about 4, maybe 8 if you're lucky.
Why?
Because they're encrypted with AES. So, point is, this could potentially take you a long time because if we're breaking 4 passwords a second and you got 1 million passwords to try, you might not be able to do it in a week. Do you understand why I said shouldn't take that long, but it could take that long? Okay?
Sure.
If I'm going to start day 1, I'd start on those 2. The rest of them are pretty quick. But those 2 will be slow. Okay. You do not need to have the programs above to work because it will break it and tell you the password. You do not need to have access and OneNote and all that because it'll break the access password and tell you the password. Now, you can have access to make sure it works, but okay. Okay, there's a different language file for each file type. What I mean by that is maybe Word, I don't know which one. Say I use German for Word. So you need to use the German dictionary for breaking Word, if that's what I use. Maybe I picked Slavic for Excel. So you got to figure out what language to use. Understand?
Is there a way to do that so we don't run a week?
No. It's quick. Okay, but I did use a different language for each type. So let's pick the word Scheißkopf in German. Don't know what that means?
What does that mean?
Oh, yeah. That's a drink.
In Chile.
I heard shies, I was like, yeah, I know that.
Scheiß?
Never mind.
Cough? Okay. But pretend I used that word. So say you use that word in Word for a word, okay?
A word in a
So
word.
now you know German is used on Word. But if that word happens to also be a Spanish word, you could get it mixed up, you know what I mean? Because there are some words that are in multiple languages.
Like no.
Like, you're right, no. Okay, no is in multiple languages. So if you use, the password was no, and that was for Excel, you say, it's English.
Oh gosh.
Well, but it might be Spanish, so you might still need to use English somewhere else. So when you find the word, make sure it's not a word in a different language as well. You know what I mean?
Are these all European languages? Like, can you give us an idea of a little thing here?
English, German, French.
Do you give us a list of the languages? Or is it
Oh, no.
just
Oh, no, yeah, you're going to get a list. You'll see. The program has a list.
Oh, nice. Nice.
The program has a word list and everything in it. So no, you're not randomly going to pick a language.
I was about to say, just a randomly pick a
No,
language.
no,
randomly pick a
no. I'll show you that.
language.
I'll show you how that works.
There's German dictionary. Let's go.
I'm going to show you how to do that, okay? So, no language is used on more than one file type, but if you break a password that you think is Spanish, it might actually be French. You know what I mean? So then you might still need to use Spanish somewhere else because you thought it was Spanish, but it's really French. Okay. Okay, all the files are up there. Oh, you're given 2 of each. Sorry, not 1. You're given 2 of each. You'll be randomly given 2 of each file type. All that is required for you is break the passwords for each file. I realize there's different tools, but please use this program. You need, the whole point of this class is to try all these different tools. And if you went and use whatever program that's not on, then you might not know how to use this one. Okay. Now, let's talk about a couple different types of attacks. Do not do what's called the key space attack. Okay. Says do not use key space attack on any of the key that is not all. Basically, the key might not be the password. Okay, it might not be. Here's why. It says the key space attack is used on applications that require 32-bit encryption or less because of the relatively small number of keys. It just tries every possible combination that will decrypt the file, but it might not be. Think of a door that has multiple keys that fit. The password is 1 key. The key space key is something different, kind of like a back door. It's kind of like, okay, if you went out in the parking lot and you have your key to your car, the odds are somebody else has a key and will also open your car. It's not your key, but it might be close enough to your key to unlock your car. See what I mean? But the key space key will not be the password. So if you use key space attack, it does a brute force try. It'll try A, then it'll try B, then it'll go to A, B, and it literally tries every combination of anything, of everything, because there's so few. Then it'll, if it finally finds one, it quits. In other words, it's not checking the password, it's just trying to open the file. If you took that key space thing and tried to open the file, it would not work the same way. All right. Okay, the decryption attack decrypts the password that locks the file. Okay, it's not supported on all of them. Use the password attack, and I'll show you how to specify that here in a minute. Okay, tips. Okay, I recommend only running the following rules. Now, they should, in italics, bold, be sufficient to break all of them. Should is also known as used to indicate what is probable. Probable, almost certain, as far as one knows or can tell. Almost, but may not always. May not, there's a good chance the rules may not work at all. So in other words, these rules should work, but they may not.
Really covering ourselves here.
You're really
the
covering your
definition
bases.
for the word may not. Like,
Oh,
the
I'm
word
just
in
telling
the
you,
definition.
may not. There's no way right.
May not.
These rules should do. But when we look at these rules, we'll see what the rules are. But some of them, okay, if you did, say I give you an English dictionary, and you do a dictionary attack, don't you think it would go through the dictionary?
Sure.
It doesn't always. I know. I even contacted them one time, like, why doesn't this work? And I'm like, oh, well, the dictionary tag's not technically a dictionary. Then why do you call it a dictionary? So if you read the user's manual, it does fully explain each one, but they're not very intuitive. So if you use these, you're probably going to be fine.
Probably.
But in the past, I know some people had issues.
May not,
But it might not work.
it may not be fun. May not. Has a
So,
good chance
you know the part, you can do this in a week, but I'm giving you 2. Here's why.
Because
Okay.
it should work.
But it may not.
At the end of a week,
It probably should work,
We just-
but it
like,
might
you
not.
fix it right.
You're saying Sarah's giving that one exception.
Yes. Nothing's going to work for Sarah. They're all going to fail. She's not going to run her laptop. You have to do it up here.
Guaranteed I'll do it.
Computer's going to be broken.
Wow.
Okay. Okay. I want your PRTK from your home machine. I updated the link. I don't know if you downloaded it already. There's a new version came out last month. So I updated to the new version. I put a link on there. It's also in the software needed link there as well. Set the licensing link to that. I don't think you guys should ever get that wrong again.
March 0.
I
March,
was like, nope, I would never miss that again. Ever.
March 0. What's the date?
What?
Yeah, March 0.
Damn it.
So we get 5%.
I just typed 7.
We get 5%.
Nope. That was on the last
Can we
lab.
send you an email?
That's the last lab. Okay, complete the quiz for Lab 11. Enter the password for each word file. So when I ask you for the password, what do we enter? Password. We're not going to say file 11's password is. All right.
What if I say password colon?
I know.
You're killing me. Okay, here's what it will look like. These are sample questions. What is, using PRTK, what is the password for word 10.docx? What is it for word 9? What is it for Excel? That's what it's going to look like, and you're going to put the password. Okay?
If we get 2 of each every.
2 of each. 2 Word, 2 Excel, 2 PowerPoint for this. Now, when you open them, it's not, I just put random junk in there, and a lot of them are the same file, just I converted it to this, converted it to that, converted it to that. Just don't worry about the content of them. All right, so any questions about what the assignment is? Now we're going to talk about tools. Sound good? Yes.
More curiosity question. What is it using to actually crack the passwords? Because I know like Hydra is using like, you know, the like that.
It actually does the dictionary. It tries the first word, but it manipulates the
Is it
words.
being run by the CPU?
Yes, it's not a GPU-based program. Now, this program comes with what's called distributed network attack. We own 1 license for that. And that one you can actually use in a lab environment. You could install the worker service on a bunch of computers, and you have a supervisor service that controls them, which is nice. It takes a chunk of it, says it's this one, and that one, and that one. And they own 1, but it'll be kind of hard to assign a project with only 1 license. Who wants to do it first?
Right, everybody wait in line.
Group projects. How do you even add a password to the recording stuff file?
Because sometimes it's
But-
got secretive
Well,
information.
we'll look at that. But if I got to open up this file right here, you'll notice it will not open. It asks for a password. So we need to get to this file. So I'm going to, imagine that. How'd you guess that? I don't want to forget it.
You're good like that.
Okay, I'm going to, actually I'm going to extract this right here. This is an ISO file, the same one that's up there. I'm going to extract it right here. I checked it's not installed already, at least I don't think. That's for you. Okay. Now, I'm going to go over here to PRTK. I'm going to click on PRTK right here. And
Is this the
wait,
initial
hold on,
install?
let me